Hey, what's up, guys? I'm here actually in the line for drive-through Starbucks, but I just thought I had a thought about myself that I wanted to share that may be useful to some of you guys. And I was just thinking, like, when I've had big breakthroughs, you know, and and usually I think it goes sort of the ideal reality, like in fantasy land. It happens because you're working with people who are coming up with you, and you're like grinding together, and you find a breakthrough together, and then things just blow up and your life changes and all that stuff. So that's kind of how most people think about it. But in reality, uh I think in reality, the way it really, I mean, looking at my life, in reality, the way it has usually worked is because, yeah, I mean, I've worked with people, but the real breakthroughs have come because I learned something from somebody else who was way ahead of the curve, levels ahead, and I took what they were doing and I applied it. Hold on, I'm gonna order here. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I'm just yeah, I just finished getting all my stuff here, getting some snacks, and yeah. So, anyways, what I was saying is that, yeah, in my experience, yes, you need to work really hard, and you need to, and these opportunities that I'm talking about only show up when you're working really hard. But looking back, for me, like the big breakthroughs, the big jump, and like double, triple, quadruple income jumps, um, usually have come from other people giving me advice. People that are way ahead, and they'll just be like, "Oh, do this." And that one thing they tell you just kind of blows up for you. So a few things about that, like, how do you even do that, right? How do you even get to that point? So this I guess the whole thing about this is like the importance of networking and finding mentors. That's super important. You do that by going to networking events, by being a part of a community, by talking to people, like by making time to go to these events. If you can't afford them, then the saying is, like, if you can't afford them, then you really can't afford to miss out on these events. Like, you have to go, you know. Um, so so you have to make the time and effort to go to these events, and then so that's important. You have to actively be looking for a mentor. And the other thing is, you want to be working really hard, like this whole thing. Like, you get these breaks. In my experience, I'm just going by experience here, but you get these breaks because you're working really hard. You're frustrated trying to get to the next level, and it comes from that place. Somebody who has a lot more experience than you gives you that key, and then you apply it, and it blows up. Obviously, this whole thing doesn't work unless you're already doing a lot of the work. But what I'm saying is that I don't think it's necessarily that fairy tale where you're working with people who are less experienced, or at the same level as you are, and you all of a sudden just magically figure it out on your own. That's, in my experience, that's not how it works. It goes by somebody who's way ahead of the curve throwing you a bone, and you just use that combined with a lot of hard work, and you use that to jump to the next level or two. So yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to say. Like, work hard, but also make the effort to go find and network with people who are a lot more experienced than you. All right, guys, that's the thought of the day. I'm gonna keep driving here. Later.